serving up Texas' hottest original acts. The all-you-can-eat Texas Music Cafe boldly goes where commercial radio and television fear to tread. So kick up your heels for another exciting episode from the all-you-can-eat Texas Music Cafe.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm Rachel, and I'm your host this evening for another great episode. Tonight is episode 3 of the Songwriter series of Second Chances. We're going to get started with Mary Charlotte Young. Everybody give them a warm welcome, please. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I wrote this song after, it was based on a series of bad choices that I made when I used to be hooked on whiskey. And so I would say that quitting whiskey is the second chance, you know what I mean? But I would say that the theme of this is, there's some sort of redemption arc, You can be your own worst enemy, protagonist, antagonist. Yeah, this is called LA Again.
Pacific is cold, it's deep and it's dark. A vanity mirror for the moon and the stars. Oh, blind hills are rolling and scarred like my skin, tattooed and tongue-tied and half-drunk on gin. You won't catch me dead. LA again. Oh, you won't catch me dead. LA again. There was a man, leather and chain. He told me he loved me, so I changed my name. The bottom fell out before baby came. Come she did. While the boys I'm loved, to all the girls I have been. You won't catch me dead in LA again. Oh, you won't catch me dead in LA again. Searching for something I can't explain, longing for you to remember my name. I shout for the moment, but I miss just the same. I never win, but if I've never been nothing, I can be a has-been. You won't catch me dead in LA again. Oh, you won't catch me dead in LA. Actors and singers, gold diggers, gunslingers, playing their part. California dreamers, I felt everything slip through my fingers. In the end, I live in the shadows of all of my wishes. You won't catch me dead in LA again. Oh, you won't catch me dead in LA again. Thank you.
is Dalton. I'm from Lubbock, Texas. And you mentioned, what did you say about the whiskey quitting or stopping the? You mentioned something about whiskey. Well,
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I used to be, I say I used to be an alcoholic because I don't drink anymore. And I have the willpower to not drink again. So I don't need to define my existence by what I don't do. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I'm just like, yeah, I just don't drink anymore. I used to be an alcoholic because it's fun. You can find all kinds of adventures. You know, when you don't care, fear is a thing of the past.
Same vein. I am a raging alcoholic.
It's so fun till it's not.
I wrote this song in 2019, maybe it was 2020, about the previous 6 years of my life. And I quit drinking in January 2019. And I was thinking about the past 6 years of my life and how fast it went and where I was at then. And then I played it again, 6 years later, and the thing is still the same. A lot of stuff is less messy now. But, yeah. The song is called Both Feet. Where did the past 6 years go? Seems like they flew right by and left me everything except what I need to know. I made it out alive. I was supposed to find God during times like these, but all I found were more questions why. Some souls live their whole lives cursed and never break, while the lucky ones just fall in line. And I got scars on my hands from times I don't think much about now. And a picture of the 10 of us from days that I wish would come back around. Some nights are good, but most nights I feel played out, trying to get back to how I felt when I had both feet on the ground. I wasn't always built this way. I sort of found around 24, somewhere in between burning down a dream and knowing to leave despite wanting more. So I found myself in an endless foxhole prayer, lost amongst some potter's field. 6 years too late for someone to come searching out for me to prove this time it's real. And I got scars on my hands from times I don't think much about now. And a picture of the 4 of us from days that I wish would come back around. Some nights are good, but most nights I feel played out, trying to get back to how I felt when I had both feet on the ground. I'm tired of waking up angry over things I can't let go. Learning that the other end of forgiveness ain't up to me, or something I could even control. But I got scars on my hands from times I don't think much about now, and a picture of the two of us from days that I wish would come back around. Some nights are good, but most nights I feel played out, trying to get back to how I felt when I had both feet on the ground. I'm starting to get back to how I felt when I had both feet on the ground. Thank you.
I feel like I have to like change the topic for this next song, and that's okay, you know. But yeah, I'm from Beaumont, Texas, which is a southeast, right along the coast. There's a lot of oil refineries, and that's kind of the thing that you do down there. It's like get your 2-year certification to go work on a plant. Yeah, and just a strange place. Like, I think me and my brother never really liked it, and he played guitar, and I was like, man, I'm gonna learn because he's cool. Yeah, and it's a lot of words, but this song is mostly about my brother.
You smoke as long you have cut hair. Your green guitar and the dog in the eye. As my heart's long, twisted by years of hanging on. This took a turn, walked that road too long. 'Cause things will never be the same again. So the rhythm, your heart slow in pace. So the rhythm, your heart's gone away. Smokers long, half cut hair. Green guitar and grays we don't visit. It's my heart's long gone. It's twisted by years of hanging on. This took a turn, walked the road too long. 'Cause things will never be the same again. So the rhythm, your heart slow in pace. So the rhythm going away.
This song is about love and reincarnation, and I guess that doesn't necessarily mean a second chance. It could be one of many chances. We don't know how many. But in this song, in each new life that is, I guess, considered a new chance, they got to find their true love all over again. So this is supposed to kind of translate into not really time traveling, but you don't know what your same true love that you've had in every lifetime. You don't know what they're going to look like this time. And you don't know what your circumstance will be. So this explores that concept.
Every day when awake, I'm crying for you, dear. Every night I'm howling at the moon. Look for you in every face, 'cause you must be near. And I'm kissing every boy, just wishing it was you. Baby, babe, those were the days we had a love so true. Made a woman and a me, I made a man of you. We made love in the leaves, till the sky turned blue. Oh, in the pines, in the pines, in the pines with you. Oh, I know. Oh, I know what comes before the fall. I'm a train in Tennessee, I pray that I will find my sweet baby in New Orleans, laying low and getting high. Perched upon a winter's sail, watch her go by, singing, oh, me, oh, my. Caught me in your fever dream, come meet me in mine. Waltz across the Mississippi till we stomp it dry. Drain the parks and broken hearts, enough to make you cry. M-I-S-S-I, baby, oh, I know. Oh, I know what comes before the fall. Every day when awake, I'm crying for you, dear. Every night I'm howling at the moon. Look for you in every face, 'cause you must be dear. And I'm kissing every boy, and just I'm wishing it was you.
Thank you.
I think this is my song on redemption and second chances. If I had to pick just one. That's holy stuff. You can't swear. Here we go. Well, I've burned some bridges, and I've torn down some fences. Some I'm still mending, some I leave in the ashes where they lie. And I've cursed at my mother, and I've stolen from my father. I've turned into a stranger right in front of my lover's eyes. But once in my life I found a freedom that was bigger than myself for a song. I guess this surrender was something that I needed to show what I was needing all along. 'Cause people like me have to live in hell to see if living is worth it. Take the worst of unanswered questions and try to find a purpose. I'm not praying for acceptance, and if forgiveness never comes, I'll understand. But if I die, I'm gonna die with me knowing that who I was ain't who I am. I've made excuses, and I've sold a million lies, and I blamed it on the devil when it was me this entire time. But it's been 26 days since I felt that release. So I stepped out from the corners, let go and lit a match to kill those shadows holding me. 'Cause people like me have to live in hell to see if heaven is worth it. Take the worst of unanswered questions and try to find a purpose. I'm not praying for acceptance, and if forgiveness never comes, I'll understand. But if I die, I'm gonna die with me knowing that who I was ain't who I am. People like me have to live in hell to see if heaven is worth it. Take the worst of unanswered questions and try to find a purpose. I'm not praying for acceptance, and if forgiveness never comes, I'll understand. But if I die, I'm gonna die with me knowing that who I was ain't who I am. If I die, I'm gonna die with me knowing that who I was ain't who I am. Thank you.
drive down Folsom with you, just riding along. Just tell you I wanna run away, but you're sure I won't. 'Cause my heart's only stuff of smokes, and I love you couldn't mean, I'm sure, but it's my love's always full of smokes. That I just love you now couldn't mean, I'm sure. Just wish I never had eyes to see you, or ears to hear your voice. So this is all my words. I've never had the right ones to tell you how it feels. It's my heart's only full of smokes, and this love you couldn't mean, I'm sure, and my lungs always full of smokes. That I love you couldn't mean, I'm sure. Cause you're always changing with me. So your trembling hands and what can prayers do? Said I'll be there, and what do I know? Thanks.
Very nice, very nice. So how are you guys enjoying the show so far? It's good? Yes, yes. So all three artists tonight are new to the TMC stage, and I want to just, hopefully they feel welcome. Do you guys feel welcome? Are you guys good? You like they're like,
Totes.
yes.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. But there is one of us here that actually has been to TMC multiple times working behind the scenes. And I'm going to pick on Luke for just a few minutes, if that's okay with everybody. So in case you haven't figured this out, it's a live broadcasted show. We're on YouTube, and we are live, and it takes a few people in the background to make that happen. So there's people upstairs, there's people on the cameras, as you see in front of you, there's people on the stage, there's people at the concessions, and there's also people that are on the board back here. So Luke, tell us kind of, you know, you're new to TMC family, but you've been here a few times, so you tell us exactly, how did you get hooked up with us?
Well, the I think production manager, or would be his title, Casey Pittman, is one of my coworkers at my job. So one day, the job is like we're doing audio-visual tech kind of things. So we were talking one day, and he was saying something about getting like the PA set up at the venue, and you know, if you've got skills working tech, you're always trying to network, you know, always trying to make connections with people. So I was like, hey man, you know, if you ever need me to hop back there on the board, like, you just let me know. And he was like, yeah. So here we are. I think I've run sound. I've done monitors a couple times. So the monitor mix, which is what comes out up here, and then front of house a few times as well here. But yeah, it's been great. Been a good time.
I love that. And if anybody wants to be part of our show, and this is something that we're opening to the public, come on, hang out, check out a show or two, get to know us, and then maybe you could be part of, learning behind the scenes. And then Luke is I normally wouldn't do that at this portion of the segment of the show, but I just want to kind of highlight that. I really appreciate you hopping on the stage tonight, and those of you that have never actually been to watching on online, if you've never actually been to a live taping show, you owe it to yourself. I mean, you really should, if you can come into Waco and check it out. It's a really cool experience. So thank you for being a part of our family. Thank you for being on the stage tonight. And so that's awesome. So yes, thank you. So kind of heading back over to you guys. You guys are kind of doing my job for me a little bit. You guys have the second chances down. You guys know what it's all about. You understand the assignment. And so I don't really have to kind of probe too hard with you, Mary Charlotte. So I feel like I got to know you a little bit before the show tonight. Did you say where you're from exactly? Like, where are you a Texas girl?
I'm not. I've been here for a long time, though. I don't feel like I belong anywhere, but I can blend here.
Well, you got here as soon as you can. So that's all that's important.
I did my best.
But you're kind of talking about your first song was L.A. Again, and I feel like you've lived in a few different places, and you've kind of seen the world a little bit, so to speak.
I mean, if most of the world is comprised of the Deep South and Appalachia, yeah.
I think that's so. Yeah.
That's all the world I need,
But, we want to thank you for coming to our stage tonight. I know that you're reaching out to Terry about getting on with the Women's Songwriter Series, which is a fantastic series.
I'm so happy to be here tonight. I'm happy to play whoever I'm playing with.
We are happy to have you. Thank you so much. And I do want to tell you, I did enjoy the second song where you're talking about reincarnation, and you alluded to that. It's not second chances. It could be multiple chances, and I think that was really beautiful, because that is true. That's something that, whether it's in relationships or recovery or anything like that, second chances could turn into 50 or more, and that's just part of life, and that's just wonderful. So, that's good, and it's a beautiful song. We love that one, so I just want to thank you so much for that. And Dalton, we got to kind of talk briefly before the show, and you kind of had an interesting take, and you're kind of giving me a little bit of your story, and you talked about sobriety and things like that, which is obviously very, very much part of this series. But I want to kind of hear a little bit more about your journey to where you are tonight. You brought your family here. They're lovely. I can still see them in the audience, right? Are they back behind stage?
Oh, no, my kids started screaming before we started playing,
so. But that would be okay, because it's just part of live music, and that's what's awesome about it. So, but I want to hear more about you, because, you're new to TMC, and we want to kind of just tell us more about you.
I was a touring artist for a long time, and then I became a drunk, and then I got sober, started hating music, and I stopped playing music, and then started playing a little bit here and there, and I met some folks when my wife and I were living in College Station, and started working with them as young songwriters, trying to, I guess, you spend the first 2 years of your career or longer just spinning your wheels, and I started helping some young cats out there to hopefully not go through that, and stay off the hard stuff and keeping it in between the lines, and that's what I do now, and I love music again, and now I make records and write songs, and
So would you say you gave music a second chance?
Oh, no, I don't tour too much anymore.
Well, no, but I mean, like, you took a break and you came back. I consider that giving music a second chance. You said you kind of fell out of love with it. Now you're back, and it's great.
I don't know. It's always was. It's just a weird thing. It's a song is. I love music, and I will always love a song, and I'll always love a guitar and the sound of a song, and I don't know whether, I think I took it for granted, and when you take stuff like that for granted, the muse typically leaves, and whatever that muse may be, and it left because I mistreated it, and then that's when I started hating it, and now I like it again. That sounded kind of weird, but
No, that's not weird. That's your story, and that's what we wanted to hear about that. So thank you for sharing that, and thank you for all three. I mean, we want to get to know you better. You know, when you're working behind the stage, we don't get to sit and chit chat about your personal life too much because, you know, we're busy working, but this is good. So we're getting to know you, and this is a wonderful evening, and I want you guys to keep on talking and kind of, you know, sharing, you know, part of your story and as your songs are playing out. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight, and we're going to get back to the music. Thank you.
All right, all right. This song's called "Drawing Me to You," and I wrote it after a song circle, like late night at a music festival that I played last year. But I went back to like where I was car camping at the festival, and I sat in the dark playing the. There's a demon in my pedal, I think. But I sat there playing this for like an hour and a half. And so I was just like, just grooving. And then ended up writing a whole song in that little sweet spot between like 3 and 4 a.m., you know, the witching hour, if you will. This song is kind of, it's trying to get to the second chance. All right.
I'm gonna love you if you want to know. I'm gonna love you 'cause you're all I got. Walking the line straight to you. You, I picture my heart draw, and it's drawing me to you. When you swear in her rocking shoe, I wanna be the one that's singing to you. When you move your hips to rhythm I made, it's a serenade, and you never get away. 'Cause I'm gonna love you if you want to know. I'm gonna love you 'cause you're all I got. Walking the line straight to you. You, I picture my heart true, and it's drawing me to you. Spend your time floating around, chasing that high beat off the ground. Listen close, you can hear the sound of my voice in every cloud. When the weight of my sorrow soaks the ground, then slide will come tumbling down. Who's crying now? I'm gonna love you if you want to know. I'm gonna love you 'cause you're all I got. Walking the line straight to you. You, I picture my heart draw, and it's drawing me to you. Hair is red and your eyes are blue. Strings are tied and my love is true. Draw the line between me and you. Love you from afar like I always do. I'm gonna love you if you want to know. I'm gonna love you 'cause you're all I got. I'm walking along street to you. You, I picture my heart true. So I'm gonna love you if you want to know. I'm gonna love you 'cause you're all I got. Walking along street to you. You, I picture my heart true. And it's driving me to you.
Thank you. I feel like that's a song I gotta like let it fade out at the end, where there's no real end. You know, you can put it on repeat, and it feels like lamb chop. You know.
Tried killing myself one night in Tulsa and it didn't work. I was just not in a good spot. Then again, I don't think you're ever in a great spot when you do those things. Well, shake, scream, sweat, and moan, feel your chest fall apart. Spin so hard that you can't tell the come down from the start. Trucks time, cam girls, dime store poets, singers who got 3 names. If I die, send me to hell, please God, not Abilene. It's a long road to heaven, son, they won't let you in if you don't bleed. So at least hear the devil out for they come take it for free. If I'm going down there, down we go. Oh, oh, oh. They say rock and roll will kill you, mama, but tell me what happens if you don't. Skinny girls in motel rooms, bus connoisseur AM. You find us sleeping Tulsa just to wake up and regret that you did to another town, sing 20 songs. You get what you get. If I knew the getting would take this long, I would learn another trick. Well, hey, baby, I'm going for broke, selling out, just buying air. Souls that don't come cheap these days, but these days souls don't make men. If I'm going down there, down we go. Oh, oh, oh. They say rock and roll will kill you, baby, but tell me what happens if you don't. Smoke until your lungs collapse, kill yourself, just live. God forbid they find the body on little cash that you got hit is 10% for every boy. Slam the gas and burn him down. Watch your back, I'll run like hell, 'cause they'll drive you into the ground. All I wanted was a marquee sign, I'm trying not to drown. If you listen closer, there's a train coming, so I guess I'm skipping town. If I'm going down, then down we go. Oh, oh, oh. They say rock and roll will kill you, mama, but tell me what happens if you don't. They say rock and roll will kill you, baby, but tell me what happens if you don't? Thank you.
That was a fun one. Well, this next song is almost about like the other perspective of that. It's called "Leaving Without Saying Goodbye." Dalton, if you want to play on this one, you can just. Yeah, I was saying Dalton can jam over. Yeah, this is in the key. This is in the key of D. So, yeah.
I have my in-ears in, and then I have my... Oh, shit. And so I was like, what's happening? Sorry.
Is when it's all in the spinal tap, as I search for pills online, is when it's all in the art of letting everything go. Is when it's all in driving 3 hours at 3 a.m. It's all telling you dead. Oh, I don't know what to do. Is there someone to stick around for every year? Is there someone to fall in love with? So when it's all in the clothes you wear, it's cut my hair to look like yours. It's when it's all in the art of letting everything go. It's when it's all just asking how you're doing. I don't know anymore, I don't know. Is there someone to stick around for every year? Is there someone to fall in love with? I don't think about you too much these days. 'Cause I don't call you on the phone. Pack my things, oh, I'm leaving. 'Cause you're leaving without saying goodbye.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that I've had to clear my throat so much. I went to the dinosaur state park with my children earlier this week, and I'm pretty sure that the pollen in that specific area chooses violence every day. I felt physically assaulted. Dealing with the aftermath ever since. But we're making it. I'm going to close out with another new song. This one's called When the Rabbit. And the redemption is when the tables turn, you know? Because it ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun.
Down in the graveyard where the children play, an ugly little girl grabs a ball and walks away. Oh, the children laugh, she cries as she prays. God will give her feathers, she'll fly away. Sweet little flowers, so late to bloom. The bowing at your petals, you best walk with a broom. Boys wanna kiss you and girls wanna fight, and all the night shine while they bask in your light. So run, boy, run, boy, run, boy, run. It ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun. Sweet summer children be not to see. Johnny so is handsome, he's not to be believed. The silver in his tongue, he got betraying me. And darling, when I left, yes, I took the sun with me. So run, boy, run, boy, run, boy, run. It ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun. Bonding your hand, help you out of the grave. You done for me while I was away. Call me a bitch, call me what you may. The less you forget, every dog has a day. So run, boy, run, boy, run, boy, run. It ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun. Run, boy, run, boy, run, boy, run. It ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun.
Thank you. It's getting there. Thank you.
How long do y'all want this next story? Y'all got about 45 minutes or so?
Got all night.
All right. My best friend in the world, his name was Doug. Doug was my tour manager for about 10 years, and he stood about 6'1", 380 something pounds, big boy, almost 400 pounds. At the end, he was probably over 400 pounds, but if not more. Doug was the sweetest man in the world. He was the kindest, most encouraging, gentlest human being. We didn't have sex or anything. It sounds like it at times when I talk about him, but we didn't. But he's the best. He was, I don't know, man, there's just a relationship between somebody and their tour manager. My band had already gotten tired of my stuff, and they had left, rightfully so. Doug was still there, and he helped me kind of rebuild and try to figure out what to do next. And he helped me when I was drunk, and he was the guy that I called when I needed help and wanted to quit drinking. He was the guy that drove me to treatment. He was the guy that, coached me back to life and from how to talk to people and do things right and how to be kind or try to be kind. And he was the first person. I met my wife with Doug on the road, and he was the first person at my wedding. He was the last person to leave my wedding. He left before my wife and I did. And when my son was born, he was the first person I called to tell him, show him my son. And he was a tour manager for a lot of bands. The main two he worked with was a guy named Curtis Grimes, another guy named John Bauman. And John's great, and he took care of John too. But he was the only person I knew in my life that became more pleasant the more he drank, and just cooler. And he didn't have any bad qualities when he drank, and I envied that. But he was so funny. He could fix anything. He could run sound, fix the park hands, and he would settle shows every night. And he was large in stature, so people paid him on time. But we drove from coast to coast and border to border. He was from Pasadena, Maryland. And one time we drove from Morro Bay, California, all the way to Miami in 5 days. 4.5, 5 days. That's a long time. It's a lot of overnights, and not really. It's just 3. But he was just the best. And he was with me for so long in my life that when I stopped drinking, weird stuff started happening with my head, and I started forgetting things. One of the reasons why I got off the road is because I'd be embarrassed when I play because I'd forget lyrics. And typically I travel around with an iPad, and sometimes, the songwriters will be like, what are you doing with your iPad? You going to play some Jimmy Buffett covers? And it's like, no, that's where my lyrics are because I can't remember them. And I can't remember things, and I can't remember people's names and faces. Everything's post-drinking. It's gotten better, but everything post-drinking, everything's just familiar. And I have to call him. There's times where I'd have to call him to say, hey, man, do you remember this time? Or what was this guy's name? And he'd be like, oh, yeah, that's Joe from Montana. We did this party then and there, and I could just always rely on him, and now my wife does that. Like, if something happens, I'll call her and say, did this happen? When was this? And she can help me kind of trace back my steps to when something occurred. But that used to be Doug's thing. And Doug's thing was he was always going to retire. And every time we drove past one, it was so bizarre. He had an infatuation with Toyota Dolphins. Do you know what those things are? They're just crappy campers. Not Winnebagos. He didn't want a Winnebago. He didn't want a Prevost. He wanted a Toyota Dolphin. And it was a specific year and a specific model, and I can't remember what type of year and what type of model. And the only time we would see them is when they were outside of junkyards. He's like, hey, look what it is. Look, there you go. There's a Toyota Dalton, there's a Toyota Dolphin. Jesus Christ, that's a hard combo of words. But we went out to Austin one night for his birthday, and he had bought one. And it was so cool. And this was last year. And he had bought one. And he was headed back to pick it up in like Savannah, Georgia. And then he was going to swing back up to Pasadena, which is outside of Baltimore. And he stopped off in Pell City, Alabama to rest. And he passed away. And it sucks because I miss my friend. There's been so many days this past year where I wish I could have called my friend. Just life advice all the way down to business advice, to song advice, to, he heard every song I ever wrote. And the first song he didn't hear was a song I wrote about him. And outside of this, I play music for an artist. Her name's Shelby Stone. I get to play guitar for her, and she's doing fantastic stuff right now. And I get to go with her across the country with some of my best friends in the world. And I remember I was in Boise, Idaho, or just outside of Boise, and I was in this pie shop. And I was sitting at this booth, and it was so familiar. And I reached down to call him, but I couldn't. And it dawned on me right then that, like, man, this period of my life, I shared it with just one person, and those memories are gone. And it sucks. There's no redemption in this song. I wish there was. Hopefully he found it. But I miss my friend. Anyway, my name is Dalton Domino. I'm from Lubbock. Thank you guys for having me. This song is called Pell City Blues. It's from my friend Doug.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get the words right, because that was a hell of a lead up, I think. That was a long-winded story for me just to mess up the song. When we met, I can't recall. I just remember cigarette smoke, combat boots, and a cowboy bar, and you laughing at a dirty joke. You were holding John's guitar, half cocked, but you stood up straight, ready to take us all down the line, like a shadow slipping past a gate. But I'll see you in a Gulf moon, somewhere there's Spanish wine, cheap whiskey and canola fields, and you never left high and dry. Somewhere in the dead of night, an empty road and the dashboard light, steel belts are singing and the hammer's low. I see you everywhere I go. My mind ain't been the same since I put the vodka down. I could always count on you to bring my memories back around. But now I'm in an old scene, something familiar that I can't place. Just dawned on me that half my life I lived with you that day. But I'll see you in a Gulf moon, somewhere there's Spanish wine, cheap whiskey and canola fields, and you never left high and dry. Somewhere in the dead of night, an empty road and the dashboard light, steel belts are singing and the hammer's low. I see you everywhere I go. We drive around the country listening to Townes Van Zandt, Blaze Foley, and Todd Snyder, and we got matching Todd Snyder tattoos. You can't see it right now because my sleeves are up. He got Spike because he was a tour manager, and I got Todd Snyder Rules. And if you know that story, it's in Doug's handwriting. And so that's why the song sounds like a Blaze Foley song. You're wondering, interpolation. St. Louis to Pasadena, been to Jacksonville. I close my eyes, we got the windows down, and you're there behind the wheel. Cutting through the heartland like the hard times were never real. I hear your laugh in my head, and for a moment you're still here. Swore I saw you just the other day. Now in the way that you'd assume was in the voice of a stranger last Friday afternoon. So I sat with him and talked a while, 'cause that's as close as I can get, till I start to think of all the years without you I got left. But I'll see you in a Gulf moon, somewhere there's Spanish wine, cheap whiskey and canola fields, and you never left high and dry. Somewhere in the dead of night, an empty road and the dashboard lights, steel belts are singing and the hammer's low. I see you everywhere I go. I see you everywhere I go. Thank you.
And I was thinking about how it sounded like a Blaze Foley song, so thanks for thanks for like clearing it up there.
Specifically, it sounded like John Prine doing clay pigeon.
Yep.
If we're gonna mention phrasing,
If we would go to the most rambunctious karaoke bars, and I just laugh and laugh and laugh, and he would do stuff where, you know, you're supposed to be singing shit like Jesse's Girl and Party in the USA. Yeah. But he would do High and Dry by Radiohead, or he would do Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley right as the fever pitch, and would just bum everybody out.
oh wait, did he do the Live in Chicago version where he goes into the Smiths?
No, wait.
Like where it's just like extended, and he's like, "Mother, I can feel the soil falling all over my head." That whole thing, just really bringing it on home. You know?
Dude, he was so good at just ruining a party on purpose.
Yes.
He was
That's
the
my
best
kind of
at it.
Awesome. Man. Well, my name's Luke Garza, and I hate to follow that up because this song just doesn't have the same like emotional groundedness and whatever. I'm just being honest here. Just being honest. This song's about when a girl and I called it quits, and then I was in her hometown, and I wanted to be like, man, this city's awesome, but I didn't text her.
Is there in your city? I wanted you with me. The streets all empty, not a voice to be heard. As either way, as we go our ways, different days, I'm wishing you would stay.
I'm remembering that I never wrote a second verse to this song.
We'll fix it in post.
I think that's all I got.
Repeat the chorus and do the first verse again.
Do the first verse?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I totally could. It's a great song and I know it, but I feel like that's all I got in the tank.
You got it. It was really good though.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you so much. Luke Garza, Dalton Domino, and Mary Charlotte Young. Did you guys have a good evening tonight? Yes, absolutely. I want to thank those that are watching from home. This is the third episode and final episode of the Songwriter series for the Second Chances. We've got a great lineup this summer. Please go online and check it out. And we hope to see you very soon. Thank you.
Thank you.